What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Nichols' YouTube channel. Today is Monday, so today is main deck Monday, and today we're going to feature a deck of 60 cards, and that is Stephen Mo's. I'm not 100% sure how to say his last name. I'm sorry about that, Stephen, but it's Mao. Like always, I will leave the article down below. You can go check it out. He also has an Evolve list, and he has the top cards right now in the format. I think it's in the format of the new set from Furies or Phantom Forces or whatever it's called. I think he just goes over like the top 10 cards right now. Which of course he says first he goes to number 1, which I totally agree with him. I think it's a great number 1 choice. But as you see here, we have Donphan. I'm pretty sure I already said that, but we'll just go over the list real quick. Stuff we haven't really seen. So we've seen Hawlucha before, but basically Hawlucha's in here to knock out or do damage to Seismitoads real quick. It does 6 damage, only 2 EX Pokemon. So that's kind of just for Seismitoads mainly. You can use for other things, but like Rizian, but I think for the most part you want to attack him for Seismitoad. Next up is the Donphan Phanpy. The main thing about Phanpy has 80 HP, so it's kind of hard to knock out. Even Rizian with the Muscle Band can't really knock it out, only to 70. So it's a little beefy, common, basic Pokemon, which is hard to knock out, which is nice. It's hard to get donked with them. But I also have Tackle for 1 energy, which seems kind of not that much, but when you start combining a bunch of cards, you can actually tackle for knockout, and I have seen somebody do that before, maybe Justin Aaron. So if you watch my other videos, you might see that happen. Phanpy take a knockout. But next up is Donphan, the main attacker in this deck. So Donphan has 130 HP, and the main attack here is Spinning Turn. It does 40 damage, and he switches Pokemon with a bench Pokemon. I'll go over here later what you usually switch into. And also you have a second attack called Wreck. If there's a stadium, it does 80 base just by itself. But if there's a stadium card in play, the attack does 60 more damage, so 140 total. That's not including muscle bands or strong energy or fighting stadium or anything like that to help beef up the attack. So Wreck's kind of a nice way to kind of end the game if you need to. Next up is a Dedinity or Dedinity, whatever you want to say, the new Pikachu kind of guy. I don't think we've gone over him before. Maybe we have, but I don't think we have. For 1 energy, it does entrainment, whatever you want to call it. Search your deck for 2 base Pokemon and put them on your bench. Shelf your deck afterwards. Not really using this, but I guess if you need to, you can use it against Phanpys out turn 1 to help you out. But the main attack here is Energy Short. It does 20 damage times the number of times the amount of energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. Most part you want to use this to knock out Evolve, because Evolve does give Donphan somewhat of a struggle, but Energy Short is kind of how you you do it later. Sorry, guys. You can go first trying to help me organize Pokemon cards. But we'll go over it. We'll do that later. If you have bulk, you can always sell it, guys. Just point that out. But alright, let's keep going with Pokemon. Last one, Kyurem. Kind of a wall here. He's mainly used for the Donphan mirror. So his attack is he has turns 30 HP, so it's kind of hard to knock out in the first place. But Outrage does 20. The 10 more damage for each damage counter on a Pokemon. Now usually Spinning turn base is 40, so it does 60 total, which is 120. But like I said, usually Donphan has like a Muscle Band or Strong Energy, and that usually bumps up the damage. So if they do 60, then you're able to do 160 total with Outrage afterwards, because that's 80 knocking out Donphan. So that's kind of how you help in the mirror. There's other things like who can get off a Wreck first and stuff like that. So let's go over Trainer Supporter sets Pokemon. So first up, Bicycle. I'm pretty sure we've seen this card before, but draw cards. You have 4 cards in your hand. So after you play Bicycle, let's say you have a Bicycle with 2 other cards, and you play the Bicycle, you can drop the 2 cards. So it's kind of just help you like set up consistent. And you see a Bicycle kind of going fast, so it kind of just helps you set up faster. Computer search, like we always seen, discard 2 cards from your hand and get any card from your deck that you want to. First letter, search your deck for 2 energies, put them in your hand. Robo Substitute. I think this is kind of new. I don't think we've ever seen him in the deck before. But this guy has 30 HP. But you can't start him. But anytime you want to, you can drop him down onto the bench. But this card, you can't retreat it once in the active part. But the only way you can get it out is discard it. So if there's Robo Substitute active, you can discard it, put it in the discard pile, obviously, and send up a new Pokemon. That's kind of what you. This is kind of the main thing you want to Spinning Turn to, because once you send it up to Set up the Robo Substitute. They can't win. Well, they can't knock it out. But when they knock it out, they can't take a prize card. So it's kind of like prize, and now you force your opponent to play a Lysander or Escape Rope or some way to get around the substitute. So that's kind of how you mostly want to spin a turn into Robo Substitute. But like I said, you might want to spin a turn Kyurem if you have to, or maybe Hawlucha. But I know most decks play Floatstone. This one doesn't. I like Steven's list a lot. It kind of plays like my original list from my first 6 prizes, or not first 6 prizes article, but a 6 prizes article a little bit back ago. So that's why I like this list a lot. Next up, switch. Switch a Pokemon with active. This is just case when he's poisoned, and you can't switch him out, of course. Maybe if you have Kyurem active, you can switch him out if you spinning turn to him. Next up, Ultra Rod, just to help set up Donphans faster, or get a Kyurem or Hawlucha, whatever you need. This deck does play 3 VerseSeeker, which I like a lot. I might like 4, but I can kind of see why he plays 3. He does already play a lot of supporters, and you don't want to start out with the VerseSeeker in your hand. And the deck doesn't play Jirachi either, can kind of get out of a VerseSeeker kind of start. And then the deck plays 2 Chorus. Shuffle your hand into your deck and draws as many Pokemon as there is on the bench. Karina, we've been over this card before, but I'm going to look it up once, just pull up one more time. So you search your deck for a fighting Pokemon and an item card, reveal them and put in your hand. So this is kind of how you get Fanfees out or Donphans. It does play 4, which does seem like a lot, but I do like that a lot. Just to help you get Donphans and stuff out really nice. And like I said, you get an item card, so you get like a bicycle. Most part, you want to go with Robo Substitute, but if you already had a Robo Substitute, you can get like a Bangle or Muscle Band, Professor Letter, maybe a bicycle. And you also get a VerseSeeker. Before VerseSeeker came out, there was no other way you can Karina for a new supporter, but VerseSeeker kind of changes that all up. Now you can kind of Karina for a VerseSeeker to get a supporter, which is really nice. Next up, Lysander. Switch the active with one of the bench. Or switch the bench to the active, I think is what it really says. Yeah, switch the bench to the active. Next up, this deck plays 3 in, just because you play a high count of Karina and stuff. That's Steven's list. I know mine played 4. I know my list is kind of like maybe like minus Karina at a 4th in. That's what I kind of want to see, but I can understand why he plays Karina. But like I said, we're playing his list. So, Sycamore, discarding hand, draw 7. Fighting Stadium, we've seen this before, but I'll pull up one more time. The attacks of each fighting Pokemon I play do 20 more damage to defending Pokemon EX. So only 2 EX. There's nothing that really snaps the bench, you don't have to worry about that. But you can't hit like Eevees or Flareons or I don't know what else is basic that people attack with. You can't Dedinis or Donphans or Hawluchas. So I guess you can't do extra 20 to that, but it's like Land or Seismitoad and everything like that. That's how you do more damage. And then next up we have Muscle Band. Your attacks do 20 more damage to an active Pokemon. Now Silver Bangle, I don't think we've been over this card before. The attacks of the Pokemon in this card attached do 30 more damage to active Pokemon. So let's say we're playing against an EX attacker, and we have spinning turns, so 40, 70, 90, and just 90 right there, which is 2 shots anything except electric Pokemon or Megas. So, but even the Kingscon and Mega Manectric, which are the only 2 Megas that are really played right now, I think, might be regretting saying that, but it's the only 2 Megas I can really think that people play right now. So Donphan already hits those for weakness, so you can 2-shot those 2. The deck plays 3 DC just to help set up Rex, because Rex does need 2 fighting and a DCE. Also, you can use it to use Outrage if needed. The deck plays 3 fighting energies just because you can't run 7 or 8 strong energies. If you could, that'd be nice. But here we have strong energy, your main kind of energy here. The attacks of fighting Pokemon, this card attached, you do 20 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So once again, if we do spinning turn for 4, and then strong energy 60, and then let's see, Muscle Band 80, Fighting Stadium 100. So just a nice way to do 100 damage, which of course, like I said earlier, 2 shots anything, and while they have to Lysander around your substitute to actually kind of attack you. But alright, let's see the deck in action. Alright, here we go. We're playing against J.U. Wilker, and he's playing a Metal Psychic deck. I didn't see who had the advantage. I missed that. No. But of course, you always want to go first. Why not? Okay, like I said earlier, you can't start substitute, but I do have in my hand, which is nice. Alright, so we get a Hawlucha. He has free retreat, so we're going to send him up. And we're going to throw down the Fanfy. Now we have a Sycamore. That kind of stinks because I don't want to Sycamore any of those Donphans away, so I might just end up passing. the first turn. Alright, we do get an energy, which is nice. And I think we'll just pass here and hope my opponent doesn't have like a DCE, Muscle Band, Lysander. So here's a Fan Club. I'm pretty sure we're playing against Zubat. Now if that's the case, this is going to be a really bad deck. Or a really bad deck to play against. But we'll see what happens. So there we see a Zubat and a Mewtwo. Psychic Energy going to Mewtwo and just a pass from our opponent. Alright, so here we get a substitute. We'll bench a Donphan. Put a Fighting Stadium at Sycamore for 7. Alright. So, I don't think we really need Kyurem this game. This Zubat, he does have resistance. So that's not the best thing here. Alright, so right now we're doing 60. I kind of want to do 90 this turn. So we're going to Computer Search. Oh wait, Kyurem, and I know he has to play Dimension Valley. So we're going to actually get rid of a Sycamore, which I know seems crazy, discarding Sycamore. But I really want to get a band right now just to do 90 damage right here, which would be really nice. So here we go, we're going to retreat into Donphan and Spinning Turn for 90. Send up the Robo Substitute, of course. And on my opponent's turn. And like I said, if he can't do 30 damage to a substitute, he doesn't take a prize. But either way, I probably have to discard the substitute. And I forgot to attach the DCE last turn. So that's okay. Stuff happens. Or maybe I didn't want to attach DC so that way X-Ball doesn't do more damage. But no, I definitely want to attach DC. Alright, but we'll see what my opponent has. He played another Fan Club, get 2 more Zubats out. I guess the question is, does he have any other Pokemon besides Zubats and Mewtwo's? Alright, so he leaves his Mewtwo active, so now this Mewtwo is going to die this turn. Alright, so we're going to Karina here, and we're going to get another Fanpy. So we do have one Donphan prize because we already discarded one. In here we're going to get another substitute, which is pretty nice. So we put the Fanpy down, put the Robo Subs. We're going to attach the DC this turn. I don't know if I forgot to last turn. In here we're going to discard the substitute, send up Donphan, and we're going to Spinning Turn for another 90, knocking out the Mewtwo, send a Robo Substitute of course, and take 2 prizes. So there's another Fanpy, which is pretty nice. So he sends the Zubat. They do have free retreat with this free flight. If there's no energy attached to it, it has free retreat. So we see an end for my opponent. Now here's the cool thing. He gave me a Muscle Band, and the strong energy is kind of the big thing here. If he sends up Mewtwo, I'm gonna wreck this Mewtwo and actually knock it out this turn. So here we see a Golbat coming down, putting 20 on any Pokemon he wants to. So he puts him with a Donphan. Let's see what else he has. Alright, so he actually just ends here. Oh, okay. Interesting. Kind of stinks that we don't have a have a Lysander in the discard pile because we can just bring that Mewtwo and actually attack and knock it out this turn. But I'm gonna put a strong energy on this Fanpy, Muscle Bandit, and hopefully draw a another Donphan off this. So here we get an Ultra Ball, and I'm gonna discard Colress. I don't want to discard this Fighting Stadium, but I kind of have to. So I'm going to get another Donphan. So we'll drop a Donphan, play another substitute. We're going to discard the substitute, send up this Donphan, so we do 80 this turn. So here we go, Spinning Turn for 80, sending up the substitute. Now if he doesn't have a way to retreat, we can actually knock out this Wobbuffet and attach another energy to this Donphan and kind of set up another wreck attacker. But here we go, an Ultra Ball, an Ultra Ball and a Fan Club. So he does play like maybe 4 Fan Clubs. And I imagine that card is probably maybe a Sycamore. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's just nothing really. So here we see another 20 coming down with Golbat. Imagine it goes into this Donphan. Seems like he's committed to putting damage in there. So we see Shauna. Shuffle your hand and draw 5 cards. We haven't really seen that card that much. But that's what it does. So let's see what my opponent does. If he can't retreat this Wobbuffet, it's going to die. I'm just going to Spinning Turn for a knockout. And probably put another strong energy on here. Let's see what he does. We have blown through 3. This will be the 3rd substitute. So I'm going to hopefully hint to a switch. Because if you can switch, you can actually save the substitute, which is really nice. It doesn't seem like he's got a switch. Maybe he's slow rolling me. Let's see what's happening. Alright, so he gets a Crobat. So he can put 3 damage counters on anywhere. Where will he put it? So he puts on with this Donphan. So right now this Donphan has 60 HP left. Which, next turn he can Crobat and go. He can actually Crobat and then Golbat, and then he can skill dive this for knockouts. Alright, but here we're going to attach a strong energy here, and I'm a Verse Seeker. I can get a Karina and get the guaranteed switch. So yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to Karina. Let's see if there's a switch in here first of all. Just double mixture. So there is a switch in here, but the only problem is I won't have a supporter. We'll do that anyway. And I get another Donphan with this after, because he will probably. Oh, the other Donphan's prize, I forgot. Alright, so we're gonna get a Phanpy. We're not gonna bench the Phanpy. We probably should have a Hawlucha, just because that's something to attack with. Next turn, here we'll see a switch. And we will attach strong energy here. So we'll switch into this Donphan, like I said, to save the substitute. And spinning turn for 100 to knock it out. Setting up the substitute and draw a prize. Now he sends a Crobat, which Crobat does have resistance to fighting. But here, if he gets another Crobat and a dimension, or just a Crobat and he doesn't even need a dimension, he just needs a Crobat. Because the Crobat's here, he can put 30 on here, and then Sniper for 30. But here we see a Juniper. Does he get the Crobat or not? Then we see a Dimension Valley getting ready by Fighting Stadium, and then we see the Crobat. So now we're kind of in a weird position. We have the he actually attacks the substitute. That's kind of weird. All right, so I'm gonna send him Hawlucha, and if he leaves his Crobat active, I can do 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, only 120. But if I draw into a DC, that'd be really nice. Let's see what he does. I'm kind of curious as why he didn't do 30 here, because Skill Dive does put 30 damage counters anywhere. So he could have put 30 here. Here we see a Golbat putting 20 wherever he wants to. Let's see what he puts it at. So he puts him on this Donphan right here. Question is, what does he do his turn? Like I said, he can Skill Dive and put 30 anywhere. And I might be able to, I think I could, let's see, Wreck. If I Wreck with Donphan, I could do 140 with him and knock out his Crobat. But here's the Skill Dive just doing 30 here. Ooh, I get the Lysander. Ooh, buddy. What do we do here? Alright. Alright, so if let's see right here. So 8 plus 60, 140, plus another one, 160, minus 20, 140. So this Wreck will knock out this Crobat. And next turn we can Lysander this Mewtwo and win. So I'm going to drop this Phanpy here. Retreat. And we are going to Wreck. Unless I did the math right, this should knock it out. There we go. That's not a DCE. But hopefully we have Computer Search. Multiple supporters still left. Oh, Computer Search is gone. Never mind. But either way, it's 6-2. And here we see AZ picking up the Crobats and everything, and there's no way he can really knock me out without X-Ball in this turn. And if anything, I can also I can Lysander the Zubat and actually knock it out if I want to, which might seem good. I can actually attack with Hawlucha if I want to. The only thing I'm scared about attacking with Hawlucha right now is if he has any of the another AZ, he can actually pick up his Mewtwo and kind of save it from being knocked out. So I'm actually going to attach a Fighting Energy. Let's see, where does this Fighting Energy go? You can either go on, I'm going to go put on this Donphan right here. Because then after that he's in, oh wait, hold on. Undo action, let's see. So right now, 4, 6, okay. Just make sure I have the knockout. Alright, so we're going to Lysander up the Zubat like I said. I just don't want to have him the way to manipulate damage next turn. We're going to attach a Silver Ring on to this Phanpy and spinning turn here for 80, knocking out his Zubat. Let's see. Oh, I still don't get the Donphan. But next turn I can use a Bicycle, which is pretty nice. Hopefully we'll get into another support stadium. Right now he can put 30 anywhere, which just can't knock out this Donphan. He needs a Lysander to knock out this Donphan this turn. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, he does have 5 prize cards left, which is pretty hard to get, but it is possible. I do only have 1 Donphan left, and it's right here. I remember correctly. Let's see, 1, 2 Donphan to discard. So here's the Lysander. Probably bringing up this Donphan, like I'm saying, and probably bring up Mewtwo here. So, or he can skill die for 50 right here too, which is pretty nice. Alright, so that knocks out Donphan. Now we're kind of in like really big trouble here. Alright. Oh, speaking of the DC. Okay. Man, I kind of wish he would attach an energy. That way we can Dedenne him. So here, Macarena. Let's see. We have 1 Holuch left. So we have 1 Verseeker left. How many Lysanders do we have left? We have 1. So there's 1 Lysander left. There's a Dedenne. That's not really helpful right now. A Fighting Stadium. So I guess I'm gonna get a bike here. Yeah, let's go for bike. I think that's the best play to try and draw into more cards. I could be wrong. Maybe maybe getting a Colress or something might be, or Verseeker to get a Colress. But here I'm going to actually attach a strong energy to Fancy. And this turn I could tackle for what, 10? So we're going to bike for 2. So we get a Robo Substitute and a Fighting Stadium. And actually we want to retreat. I don't want to retreat. I'm trying to think here. So now he needs an energy tackle Crobat. Right now Mewtwo's doing 20, 40, 60, 80. It would knock out this Fanfy. We're in a weird situation. Alright. Just because that one Fanfy's prize was hurting us. Alright, we're going to retreat here to... let's see here. Let's retreat to... that's so hard. Okay. Let's retreat to the substitute. We're just going to pass here and see what my opponent does. If he doesn't get another Dimension Valley, he kind of has to send the Mewtwo attack. But here we see a Fan Club. And he might get some more Zubats down. Or another Mewtwo. That works too. There's a Zubat. I can actually maybe roll out a Zubat. Like I said, if he can't attack me with Crobat, so he just passes here. Alright, that's fine with me. Let's see, how many strong energies do we now? We have 4, 1, 2. This is gonna be our last energy going to this Fanfy. Alright, so we're gonna put the energy on Fanfy and my opponent down to 4, even though he already has 4. Hopefully we can get like a Lysander and the last DCE as we see in my hand, and try to Verseeker up the Zubats for knockout. Alright, here's one in turn. We do have the Sycamore. Hopefully my opponent doesn't have a Super Saiyan Golbat putting 20 onto this Fanfy probably. I'm just waiting for my opponent to try to attach energy to this Crobat, because then I can kind of Dedenne and do some damage, but I don't know how much is going to help. I'm kind of out of cards right now, out of resources, so we're seeing an end for my opponent. I get a Verseeker here. Not very helpful. Unless I draw into a bike. So we see a Scoop Up Cyclone, picking up his Crobat, and he'll probably send the Golbat just because it has free retreat. So now if I draw into a DC, I can actually Verseeker up this Zubat and kill it with a rollout. So let's see if we can make that happen. We need to draw into a DC or something this turn. So we see Muscle Man going to the Crobat. Right now this Crobat's going to do 32 subs and 10 everywhere. So that does knock out my substitute. We need to draw into the DC or Bicycle or something. Help me. Oh, Dedenne, that's not what we needed. Oh wait, can get 20, 40. Just 20 times. That doesn't help either. Alright, so we're gonna Verseeker here and get us. Well, I kinda wanna get in Just because we know he has the Golbat in hand right now as we speak, but it only gives me one card. 20, 40. I don't know if there's another muscle band left. Let me check real quick. I already grabbed the card before I even checked. Let's see, one. So only one muscle band. So if I get a muscle band and energy, I can win this turn. Oh, that's not what we needed. So we'll retreat here and do energy short for 40. Not what we really wanted there. If we had drawn it to the muscle band, we could actually knocked out his Golbat. But sadly, we didn't get that. So here comes the Crobat, putting 30 damage on anywhere. Where does it go? Probably to Phanpy. Yep. Here's another Golbat, putting another 20 anywhere. Knocking out the Phanpy. We're in some really bad trouble right now. There's another energy going to the Mewtwo. This X-Boss was going to hurt for a lot. And that's kind of why I wish the deck kind of plays a trump card, maybe. Let's see what happens. Oh my goodness, there's the muscle band that could have won us in the last game. Alright, I really don't know how we can win now. Let's think here. Because we don't have any Pokemon left, if I remember correctly. So yeah, we're pretty much done for right now. There's no Pokemon. Guess we'll get a letter. Just kind of thin out. I don't know what we're thinning out for. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. That knocks out anything in play. So we'll let our opponent earn the victory. You kind of see how Donphan kind of has a bad matchup against Crobat. But I mean, this game was kind of good. Just kind of stinks that we have a the Donphan prize. But I'll let it keep going. You win some, you lose some. But here we see a Crobat coming down. Wait, the Crobat just coming. I saw AZ picking up the Crobat. Every time I needed a card, it was always the next card. So there we see 80 knocking out the Hawlucha. Like I said, there's nothing. There's nothing we can really do here. We can have some fun. We can deck ourselves out. Why not? Muscle Band, DC here, Sycamore, and yeah. Have my opponent get the full damage you can get. But I hope you liked the video. I know it's not us winning this time around, but yeah, like I said, it was a good match overall. Just kind of stinks that I had the Donphan prize, but we do get a mystery box. Alright, let's see what it is. Hopefully it's something good. Oh, come on. So just a pack of X and Y. But thanks for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Go check out Steven's article down below. I know I didn't win, but it kind of the beginning turned like Sycamore in a way. The Donphan, while having the other Donphan prize, was kind of a biter, and every time I needed a card, it was always the next card. So maybe my prizes had to been bad if my turn had to been. If the Donphan would have been anywhere else, I would have had a way better game. But thanks for watching, and have a great day. Alrighty, bye.